Hello, learners. I hope you all would be in the best of your health and spirits. So, in today's video, we are going to understand what topics have been reduced by CBSE from our academic curriculum. Yes, dear learners, you heard it right. CBSE has deducted few portions from our syllabus for the academic year. So let's have a look. In front of you, what you can see is the circular under which we got this information that CBSE has actually reduced the syllabus. Now, why is it done? We all know that because of the pandemic COVID-19, regular classes cannot be held. Classes are conducted through the online apps. Because of that, students as well as the teachers as well as the management, all of them are facing some problems. The frequency, the better things in which the classes used to be held earlier, that way it's not being done actually. So they have taken this decision of reducing the syllabus. So let's come down and have a look. Like you can see over here, it has a date 7th July. That means it is released on 7th July 2020. After that, if we come down, we get to see that the reasons why it was done. We all know it is because of the spread of COVID-19, and so they have decided this. This is also, the syllabus has been rationalized, nothing to understand much here. What we need to take into consideration is this paragraph. This paragraph is important. This paragraph says that the topics which have been reduced, okay, in case it is connected with the topics that are still present in our syllabus, then we need to understand those topics. Okay, understanding part is important. Though questions will not be asked either in the internal assessment nor in the year board examination. Now, here is the link from which I downloaded the deleted portion PDF. Okay, I will put this link in the description box so that in case you also want to download on your own, or rather I will only upload the PDF in my description box. You can directly go there and download it. Okay, now let's come to the PDF where we get to understand or we get to know the topics that are actually deleted. This PDF is actually the deleted PDF. So if we have an overall look, we get to understand that from chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, chapter 5, chapter 6, chapter 7, 9 and 10, some topics have been deleted. Now, one thing we all should keep in our notice that no changes have been made from chapter 1 and chapter 8. What was chapter 1? In chapter 1, that is the nature and purpose of business. No changes been made in that. And chapter 8 that we will be going to learn is about small businesses. Over there also no changes have been made. Now let us understand in each chapter what are the topics deleted. In chapter number 2, the topic that is choice of form of business organization is deleted or removed. Moving on to chapter 3, the topic that is about the MNCs, global enterprises, joint ventures and public-private partnership, that whole portion is removed. That means in chapter 3, we are only going to consider the departmental undertaking, we are going to consider the statutory corporations, and we are going to consider the government company. Moving on to chapter 4. In chapter 4, the postal service have been removed. Now, chapter 4 is basically the business services, where we have learned about the insurance services, we have learned about the business services, and we were going to learn about the communication service. Now, in communication service comes the postal service, so that part is actually reduced. We will not be learning about the mails, registered post, speed post, parcel, courier, mail. And if we have a look on to unit 5, that is emerging modes of business, then over here the concept about BPO is removed. BPO, that is business process outsourcing. The concept, the needs and the scope of BPO has been removed. Now, one thing I would like you to notice, or rather I would inform you, that with BPO we have one more concept attached, that is KPO. Now, KPO, if we'll understand KPO, then definitely we will need to understand BPO. So, this was the thing that CBSE is trying to tell. It means if we are learning about KPO, then of course we can understand about BPO. Definitely questions will not be asked, but still for our knowledge, as because the two topics are linked, we can definitely have a brief idea about BPO, right? And in unit 6, that is social responsibility of business and business ethics, we are going to learn only about the social responsibility of business. This portion, that is business ethics, is totally removed from our portion. Understood? Now let us move to part B. So if we consider unit 7, then we are not going to learn about intercorporate deposits. Now I would like you to notice one thing, that over here borrowed funds are written. Do not get into the confusion that borrowed funds is not a part of our syllabus. Definitely borrowed fund is a part of our syllabus. Out of borrowed funds, one type is intercorporate deposit. Just that intercorporate deposit portion is not there. See what it's written borrowed funds, then we have a colon and it says intercorporate deposits. Okay, so do not fall into the confusion that the whole portion of borrowed funds have been removed. No, it is just the intercorporate deposits portion that has been removed. Rest other forms or rest other types of borrowed funds are still there in our syllabus. Moving on to unit 9, we are not going to learn about the types of retail trade, itinerants and small scale fixed shop retailers. And also we are not going to learn about the GST concept. And lastly, in chapter 10, we are not having into our syllabus the import trade procedure and export trade procedure. Still, the meaning of import and export we have learned in chapter 1, but the proper meaning and the procedure is removed from our syllabus. After that, there are certain documents that are also excluded from our syllabus. And lastly, we shall have the portion about World Trade Organization. Its meaning and objectives are also removed from the part of our curriculum. So that was all related to the changes or the related topics done by CBSE. I hope you would have understood it very well. I hope you would have liked the video. If you would have liked it, then please press the like button, share to your friends, subscribe the channel and keep following.